interest we've had. But the idea was that we'd start a gallery, you know, for local people, but we're obviously interested also in mental health and schools and having a community gallery. But we realised just a community gallery tends to be dismissed because they think, oh, it's only because of this or that. So our quality of work that's been exhibited here has gradually risen up, and we've just finished the hair, and next year we'll be doing another themed exhibition called The Emperor's New Clothes, which I hope you can get involved in. And do enter your names, please, today, a little nudge, and when we can re-invite you back in. So yes, thanks for coming today. What we've noticed in West Norwood over the last year is that there's been a kind of what alternative people might call morphic resonance, which is a nice word where it's always there, but you don't know it's there until you get a catalyst. And when Jolyon, who's there, joined about 6 of us at the big lunch last year in front of St. Luke's, and we made art. He made the chair playing the guitar. Is that the right name for it? And there he is still. And there were about 6 other artists who did various things. And what we found afterwards, there was a fantastic resonance. People said, oh, West Norwood, yeah, because there's lots of artists here, and it's a wonderful place to do art, and it's not just because the rents are cheap. No. But that's fair enough. But what everybody sort of got involved, and since then the feast has happened. So from a year ago, 150 people in front of St. Luke's. Now there are regularly thousands in the feast every Sunday. So on this Sunday there's another feast, and we're going to do graffiti in the back and Lambeth Open. And I was saying to your friend Boris, oh no, thank you so much for the £300,000 that London has given to West Norwood just in the last few weeks. Some of which would go to the feast, some of which to a business club, some of which to the shops. But it's a sign that, you know, West Norwood's being recognised as a major art cluster in Lambeth, and I've said the major art cluster in Lambeth. And the headmaster of Dun Raven came here during Activity Week, where we had some of the pupils from Dun Raven, and he said, isn't it wonderful to see West Norwood as a centre of Bohemian culture? I said, yes it is, but if you said that to anybody a year ago, they'd have laughed in your face. But here we are, so thank you very much for coming, and I'd like to hand over to Val now.
Well, thank you very much, John. I just live up the hill, in fact, on top of Knight's Hill, so I've walked past the Portico thousands of times, and I didn't realise that in fact it was the entrance to Narnia, because as you come through the shop there's all this fantastic space, and thank you for letting it to the open event, and it's really great to see so many local artists exhibiting here, not least because one of the things that I think some of our fantastic local artists do is they celebrate what is beautiful about our area in South London. I think Tim Goff's got a lovely picture of South Dock Marina in Southwark, and it just captures it beautifully, and Angelique's got lots of lovely buildings and places full of vibrancy around Crystal Palace, which is where I live, so it's great to have our local area celebrated. I'm kind of keen on the idea that the arts generally are not just about our own personal experience or spiritual experience or you know, an enjoyment and entertainment, but actually the arts can do an awful lot to help boost an economy in an area, to regenerate it, to give a sense of energy and purpose. And we're not very far away from Bellenden. I don't know if any of you ever go over through Bellenden towards Peckham Rye, but it's a very interesting area to look at, because when you see the area now, which is fantastically regenerated and a lovely, lovely community, and full of life, and people are doing well. One of the key things that turned that area around, which was derelict, it was derelict 15 years ago, was that there was a lovely regeneration project where artists of all kinds were involved in doing, designing the street furniture. Zandra Rhodes did pink shops at Goose Green, and you can actually see that, in fact, the main investment in that area wasn't really money, although there was something spent in there. It was actually creative energy, and it made that environment attractive, and it's made it really, really come together. And I think that we undervalue in South London the creative people we've got and the creative communities. And we should be finding more opportunities to showcase them, because I think this is, in a way, it's kind of the future for London. You know, one of the things that will make London successful and economically, you know, successful and a better place to live is actually if we put creativity at the heart of what we do. So this is a lovely event. Thank you so much, particularly to Tim, having done all the work here, and they have found me a ribbon. Now, this is a ceremony I'm not used to doing, I have to say, and I'm not sure if I should say I'm opening Narnia, but I think I'm opening Lambeth Open, and thank you everybody who's done something for this. There you go. Councillor Francis, who is known as Councillor Francis, Gypsy Hill Ward. So thank you for coming. Very good. Great.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you will explore all the other venues which are happening throughout Lambeth during the weekend. There's you'll find art trails. There's more information on the website. So go ahead and enjoy. Thank you.